Okay, this is the beginning of my demonstration, and I will start right now. Okay, everyone, today we are starting a new book, and I didn't tell you what the book was about, but it's actually about a fourth grader, kind of like one of you guys, and we're gonna read about her life, about the people in her life. And what I wanted to do today is to do a really quick read, and I want you guys to do an activity, a quick write activity right afterwards. So please take out your journals as well as a pencil. But I actually want nothing on your desk right now as I read. And after I read, I would like you guys to take it out. And we will review exactly what is required in that quick write, okay? Okay, so we're going to start. The book title is The Bad Dreams of a Good Girl. So here you go. And the story is by Susan Shreve. Okay, Shreve. Okay, now I'm going to start reading. I'm going to read about the first chapter, and I want you guys to listen closely, okay? Chapter 1, The I Hate Lottie Club. I am known as a good girl, good as in God, at least in my family. My brother Nicholas said when my fourth grade report card arrived, and my father taped it to the refrigerator. None of my brothers whose report cards are not taped to the refrigerator could possibly have missed it. Good as in boring, my brother Philip said when my father complimented me for keeping my room clean enough so people can walk from the door to the closet without falling over and dying of head injuries. Boring is the only word Philip has used since he turned 13. It refers to everyone in the family except him, speaking of people with head injuries. Thank goodness for Lottie, my mother said to Aunt Sally on the telephone shortly after Sammy, my oldest brother, ran into Mr. Zorro's Mercedes, which was stopped at a stop sign. Sammy, who had just gotten his license, said he had been concentrating on the stop sign and not on Mr. Zorro's Mercedes. If it weren't for Lottie, my mother said in her full of tears voice, which she saves for crises, I could never survive these boys' teenage years. So there you have it. I have 3 brothers, born bad, who can get away with an average report card of D's in math, who have tried cigarettes, even Philip. I saw him, who steals street signs. A bright green Mercer street sign hangs in Nicholas's room, a cheap gift from Sammy on Nico's 12th birthday, who lied to my parents straight-faced. Every Saturday, Sammy packs his book bag and says he's off to the library, which is located in Cassie Star's basement, to study math, which, according to Nico, he does between kisses. And my parents never think to ask why he gets D's in trigonometry if he studies in the library every Saturday. The thing is, my parents love them, even my mother, who has to call my father's office once a day, at least to tell him in her crisis voice about the terrible trouble that Nicholas or Sammy or Philip has just gotten into. I have no choice. I am the 4th child, and a girl to boot. I had to take what was left and say thank you. I promise you, given half a chance, I would not have chosen to be good. Think of the responsibility. If I ever lied, my parents would crumple on the floor like paper dolls. If I got a D in anything, even sports, my mother would go to bed, pull the covers up to her chin, and take the telephone off the hook. If I talked back, my father would have a heart attack. So thank you very much, brothers, for taking the best pieces of candy in the box before I even got around to fight for them. There's not a thing I can do but dream about being bad. I have not always dreamed of being bad, but I have had enough bad dreams of the ordinary kind to go around the family of 10. At least once a week, I have the black hole dream. In this dream, I am being chased through the park, across the street from where I live, and I fall into a black hole that does not end, or if it does, I never hit the bottom. But several weeks ago, in the middle of my black hole dream, I landed feet first on a dirt floor, where the devil, looking straight like Kathy Sanders, lit by a high beam flashlight, sat cross-legged, making posters with red and blue and green magic markers, and decorated with a border of imperfect daisies for the I Hate Lottie Club. The I Hate Lottie Club was started at the beginning of 4th grade by Kathy Sanders, of course, who was already president of the 4th grade, captain of the figure skating club, president of Girl Scout Troop 86, and the fastest runner in lower school, boys included. She started the club the second week of classes at Beech Tree Elementary. Beech Tree Elementary is the elementary school for gifted children in our area. The only reason I was willing to leave my perfectly good school 1 block away and go across town to Beech Tree was that my parents, especially my mother, were wild with joy when I was accepted there. If she had known Benny Diggs, a genius in computer math, speaking of boring, had also been accepted to Beech Tree, she might have worried about my future instead of calling every blood relative in America to tell them of my good fortune. My brothers, I should add truthfully, were not equally pleased with the news. I plan to eat in my bedroom if we have one more conversation at dinner about exceptional Lottie, Nicholas said. Exceptionally boring, Lottie, Philip said. Go to your room, my father said. That will be a great pleasure, Philip said. He was, as a result, grounded for a week. So as you might imagine, I had mixed feelings about going to Beech Tree Elementary, which in no time at all after I met up with Kathy Sanders became perfectly clear feelings of blue-black hatred. In fact, as you will soon see, the only person who would sit with me in the lunchroom was Benny Diggs. We usually had a table, all to ourselves. That should give you some idea of my situation. Okay, we are finished there for today. So I want everyone to take out their journals and a pencil, please. And let's go over what we do during QuickWrite. So who can tell me what we're supposed to be doing during a QuickWrite? Yes, Amy? Good job, Amy. So you're saying that during QuickWrites, we don't check the spelling, we don't check the punctuation, we don't ask questions, we just write. Yes. So basically this time all I should be hearing is pencils, right? Writing across the paper, right? Okay, so this time I'm going to be giving you guys 5 minutes, and what you need to do first is, of course, write the prompt or the question on the top of your paper in your journal. And in a journal, do you guys remember what you should be putting there so that we know when we did stuff? Yes, the date. So please place the date as well as the title prompt. Write it down, and then I will start the timer and we'll begin, okay? So the first prompt is, what do you know about Lottie and the people in her life? So I'm going to give you guys some time to write this question down. It's written on the board. And I will start timing right now. Okay. 5 minutes is up. Pencils down. Eyes on me, please. Thank you. So now I'm going to have you guys are already seated in your groups. I want you guys to now share your answers with your group. And what I want you to do is, while you're sharing, just listen to the other people's ideas of what they found, and just to help with your memory as well, and to add to more information that you have. So I'm going to give you guys about another 10 minutes or so for you guys to share with each other. I want you guys to please be respectful. So what should you be doing? How many people should be talking? Yes. One person should be talking, yes. And everyone else should be doing what? Yes, listening, okay? Please listen carefully because you need to pick which student's answer you want to share with the entire class, okay? So let's begin. Ready? Go. Okay, so 10 minutes have been passed, you guys, and you guys have selected the person that is going to read for your class, for your team. And did the people who got selected, did you guys remember that you need to actually make, add some words if you left out any, as well as make some complete sentences if you stopped at a certain idea? I'll give you guys about a minute or two to do this as well, okay? So please finish up everything right now. Okay, time's up. So what I want to do today is to have individuals share what you wrote for your answers, okay? So let's start with the green team. Great examples, you guys. I've heard so many different information and a lot of repetitive information that I think may be very important. And this is going to help you guys, while everyone else has been listening to the ideas, that you guys are going to now write a second quick write. And this time, I'm going to give you guys still the 5 minutes that I gave you the first time. And I want you guys to flip the page to the next page in your journals. And we are going to get your pencils out. And I'm going to show you the second prompt. You write this once again at the top of your paper with the date and respond as quickly as you can in the 5 minutes I give you, okay? So the prompt is, what are some similar and different traits between you and Lottie, or you and any other blank, one of the characters that you decide to pick? So I'm going to give you guys some time to write that question down, and I'm going to time you now. Okay, good job, you guys. I want you guys to, what I want you guys to do now is basically read one more time. We're going to be doing the other step again, where we're going to have a group read. I want you guys to share one more time with the other students, okay? And we're going to come back to that tomorrow, but today we're going to leave off here, okay? And hopefully you guys have some interesting things to say. I'm going to be walking around to listen in on your conversations, okay?